Welcome back. This is going to be another recap episode. We will not be doing anything in this. I'm on my streak here of doing all these episodes in a day. This is the last one I'm doing, I promise. And we're gonna go through the teams because some teams made some moves. As free agency was kind of ending up, they made some moves. Some teams really bought in, and if you missed, we saw uh, a sneak peek of free agency. A lot of star players moved in free agency because I didn't pay attention. So I really just didn't care. I made moves. I said, forget the real life stuff. If you saw last episode, what we did at the end, we traded for Evan Mobley. That was our big thing. This should be a season where we are stepping up as a team. But let's go around the league. I made sure lineups were optimized and I made moves. If you can see this team did not really have any power forwards, but they've got Bobby Portis now, which also means Jared McCain gone because they have Colin Gillespie, they have Tyrese Maxey, they have VJ Edgecombe. He's not going to have an opportunity. He needed to see his way out, so they got a position of need. I believe they got one first round pick, maybe. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. As you can see, boom. I should be doing this for you guys though. Lineup right here. Chicago Bulls. This is what they got. They got Acuff, they got McCain, Hart, Giannis, Miles Turner. They got guys like Gigi Jackson. They got Conan Niederhauser because they needed a backup center, I believe. They signed Zach LaVine, but he's only a 78. So that's where they're at. Nothing too insane. First team that went all in. If you did not know, they signed Stephen Curry. Just like they signed LeBron, they signed Curry. They went in. They went to go get Mikal Bridges as a part of a very big 3-team deal. And they also got Yves Missy for pretty cheap because he wasn't playing too much. Newsflash, Pelicans are another team. They're resetting. Yeah, again, picks were involved in some of these trades, but this team, so basically we got, let me just show you, for this season, pretty much because Steph Curry is retiring, I would assume Steph Curry, Josh Giddey, Mikal Bridges, Modest Buzelis, Yves Missy. Pods wanted to come with Curry, I guess. I imagine that Steph's not very happy about that. If you see Kobe White is gone, Kobe White is not on the Knicks. It was a 3-team deal. We will get to that later. Mainly because they signed Pods. They still had Cam Spencer. They had Giddey. They had all these guys, and he was kind of the odd man out. So, bye-bye to Josh Giddey. If you saw this, we made the Evan Mobley trade. They had to do something. They probably will have more trades to do at the deadline. I just don't know right now. We gave them Walter Clayton. We gave them Daniel Gafford. I believe we gave them Malik Monk, and we gave them how many picks? I don't remember. Just go watch last episode if you need to see. Boston Celtics. So if you really need to watch last episode because I'm going to be saying things and things happen. So if you are wondering, no, Jason Tatum did not get hurt again. Jason Tatum had a career-ending injury and retired last season. So he is completely retired and gone from the NBA. He made the Hall of Fame, but he only played 9 seasons of basketball. He had the Achilles year where he missed all of it. He played 1 season and then broke his kneecap, and he's gone. So the Celtics are really struggling. They don't have a 4. They're probably going to be selling at the deadline. Maybe a name to look out for. Who knows? They also signed Damian Lillard to a 1-year deal. Cool for him, I guess. Why not? Not very good team. This is where we see part of the very big stuff. This is where you get some sneak peeks. Nope, it's not. I didn't use this team. Never mind. No, it isn't. This team did really nothing. They got Dillon Brooks, so the Suns won the NBA Finals as an 8 seed, and they didn't retain Dillon Brooks. Although it looks like Dillon Brooks is not doing what he's doing what he did in real life last season. So maybe it makes sense. You're gonna see this is where Kobe White is. You notice anyone missing? You should. You should. Hey, the Bulls got off of Patrick Williams as a part of that deal and picks and stuff. Do you see somebody missing? You do, because they tried to have that guy come off the bench for Cam Boozer. We will get to where he is. I don't know if you could tell by the trades where he is. You actually can. You could, if you look at this roster, you could tell where he is. Trust me, the Grizzlies got more picks, bro. They didn't. They got more picks. They got, those players that can play now. This team's going to be stuck in the middle. I just have a feeling. This is another team that it's going to give away some things. Tyler Hero was traded to the Atlanta Hawks to start alongside Dyson Daniels, Risa Shea, Jalen Johnson, Kongwu. As you can see, no Porzingis as well. No spoilers. That's all I'm going to say. I apparently did not do a very good job of optimizing positions over here, not even a little. So let's do that. I believe he was supposed to be a 5, and I think that should be better. Perfect. The Heat. Okay, so yes, this is what's going to give it away. This is going to give it away 100%. This is where Porzingis is, but this is also where De'Aaron Fox is. Who's gone? You tell me who's gone. And again, you can totally tell where he went. We said that team needed to buy in. They're buying in. Yeah, that's really what I have to say for that team. The Hornets didn't do too much. They stole Derek Lively in free agency, which is very good. He's going back to North Carolina. Of course, was a Dookie. Team is going to be decent at some point if you do see, although they're not going to be as good as they were last year because they lost Brandon Miller to free agency. Another one I wasn't very happy about. We'll get to us afterwards. The Kings are just young. They're heading towards that reset. Of course, this is the last year of Sabonis. Darren Peterson is really going to have to put his back on if for somehow this team is good, but they shouldn't be very good at all. Yep. Jaren Jackson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG, Jalen Brunson, McBride. Obviously, Mikal Bridges, part of the 3-teamer that went to the Bulls, and that was the 3 teams. You guys still got Tyler Kolek, Ben Simmons, who was here last year, Julian Strother, who you guys took from Portland. Diawara is here as well. And yeah, so they really, really, really were buying in. Of course, shot blocker next to Cat, good defender, helps. 2 guys that foul a ton, though. Lakers just not great. Nuggets should be happy that I declined, or not Nuggets. Nuggets. Nuggets should be happy I declined when they were going to trade away the 5th overall pick for Austin Reeves, because now he's an 81 and he's not even better than Dalton Knecht. Team's not too great. Orlando Magic. Obviously, we still have Walker Kessler here, and Anthony Simons was. Did we try? No, Anthony Simons was the Wendell Carter trade that we did last season. So nothing too new there. Nothing too new here, really. Brandon Clark is starting at the 5 because they don't have Gaff or Lively anymore. Still got a ton of point guards. I told you the Pelicans are selling. The Nets signed Nikola Jokic, and they said, hey, we got to go all in. They called up New Orleans. They gave up every single player that used to be here, basically. They gave up Ben Saraf, which they have Nolan Traore and Jaeger Demon, who's been the point guard, so they didn't need him. They gave up Cam Thomas. They gave up Nicholas Claxton. They gave up Cam Whitmore. You will see everything. It was like a 5-player for 6-player trade. They got Jordan Poole back, who he is on a minimum contract. Nolan Traore is still here. Matter of fact, make Jordan Poole a 2 because they've got a bunch of 1s. Danny Wolf still, Drake Powell still here. McNeely's here. But yeah, this team, again, I told you I was buying into the I was buying to the just things were getting traded, so I did it, and I'm gonna have fun with it. Drew Murphy is definitely one of those guys we got to get shot tendency up though. Perfect. Denver Nuggets. You're gonna look sad for a little bit. You're gonna look very sad. Obviously, you lose Nikola Jokic, and you sign Luka Garza. That's not a great trade-off. Tried to look to see if Jamal Murray had a home. Just not yet. It's so hard to move point guards, bro. The Pacers look okay. Siakam keeps going down, but Jarris Walker is getting better at least. AJ went up a couple. Obviously the main cast still here. Naz Reid's still here. Not too bad. They got Isaiah Joe. They still got Io. And yeah, the team's relatively deep. So this is everything that happened. We will get here as well. They got a first-round pick in for taking RJ Barrett, and they sent out DeJounte Murray to the Raptors, who can start at the 2, which I think I actually still need to make that change. But this team's just a mess. They got talent. They just got talent they got decent role players everywhere. They've got an okay amount of bigs, actually, as well. I should make Noah Clowney. Noah Clowney a 4 for them. So they just they got I don't know how many picks they got for the Trey Murphy thing. It was a big trade, so I don't remember all of it, but they got a bunch of players that they will be able to flip Nick Claxton probably for another pick. They would probably be able to flip Cam Thomas for another 2 first-round picks or something like that, So yeah, gonna be a messy year for the Pelicans, but they couldn't get anything done with what they were doing. And if you know me, there's nothing more that I hate than a team being stuck in the middle. So I gave them a pretty hard reset actually, but yeah. So the Pistons look the same as last year. They have DeRozan and Zach Collins on the team, but other than that, they look just like how they did last year. The Raptors. Did I make Murray? I did make Murray a 2. It's a little bit better of a fit next to him and quickly. Some defense, some point guard play. Still got obviously the 2 wings. Jakob Poeltl, Kyle Murray Boyles has been very good. He's now an 82, but still can't really start at the center for them, being 6'7". The Rockets are starting. Oh, their rookie has like a torn ACL, I believe, the first overall pick. Concussion. Somebody else has like a torn MCL or ACL, but he'll be back in about a month or 2, and he'll start next to Reed Shepherd. Still got KD, Jabari, Sengun. Can't imagine this team's going to be too hot with KD being this low. Just I can't imagine it too much. This actually is a team I should probably, shot tendencies kind of need to go up over here. I can't believe Reed Shepherd only had like a 70. Jabari's got to get better. This guy's going to have to take shots. There's that. I did do that for teams too, so don't think I'm just doing it for these couple teams. I said I did it. I was doing it. The part of the reason for the De'Aaron trade is that they also had Nick Smith Jr. here, who is an 82. Dylan Harper and Castle are the starting guards here. Free agency the next season, I will be making sure people are going to get retained, because I feel like now that I do this, are any of these guys, do these guys have options, or are they just flat? Okay, Castle, he's got an option, so he'll be fine. But I feel like they're going to try and let Castle go. There's no reason they should do that. Phoenix Suns, again, they win the NBA Finals, and they kind of just chill. They lose out on Dylan Brooks. Got a lot of guards. Don't know what to say. Thunder didn't do anything really. They got Jordan Walsh in, who's going to be their 6th man. Thomas Sorber is now a 77. The just small moves. Honestly, who knows how this will go? Maybe they need to buy in again. Who knows if they're not performing too hot. Rob Dillingham is at the point where now he is an 83. He is the starting point guard for sure. They got still McDaniels, Randall, Kyle Filipowski. They're going to have start, okay, but at least Gobert is still playing. Dariq Whitehead, Neesmith, they're still looking pretty deep as a team as a whole. They were in the conference final last year. This team's got Scoot, Dort, Adia, Kamara, Kling, and Sharp. Oh my God, Sharp is coming off the bench. I cannot allow that. Thank God we're going through this, huh? We turn on starter on. Perfect. Golden State. You want to talk about a team? They did everything you were about to see. They did on their own. I did no trades for this team. Ryan Rollins, Amen Thompson, Brandon Miller, Kuminga still here, but Isaiah Stewart, Butler still here. They got Aldama, they got Rui. Actually, he was here last year. Yeah, jeez. The reset's going to be hard. And then the Washington Wizards aren't looking too terrible. Maybe another year of player progression. Another year, maybe you say bye to Bilal. Not Bub, but Bilal. You see if Benedict Matherin's got too much of a future. Caleb Wilson went from a 76 to a 79. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see I'll show you guys what Nate Ament went up to, because obviously, again, we picked Nate Ament over him. But yeah, so basically this is what we're looking like. So Keontae and Mobley tied for best player at 87. Ace Bailey went up 2, I think, to an 85. Anthony Black, who is going to be our starting shooting guard, went up 1 maybe. Collier is here. Cody Williams is like our 6th man, damn near. Dennis Jenkins is gonna play. He'll be plug and play, I guess. We got Sensabaugh, we got Hendricks, and Nate Ament. 77. I am going to make him our power forward full time. I forgot to also show this. Day'Ron Holmes is 77, so he's our 2nd best center on the roster. Beringer is not too far behind. And then we got our 1st round pick right here. How do we feel? Not too bad. Again, I'm sorry that the league maybe looks a little too crazy for us being 2 or 3 years in the future, but kind of messed it up, and I'm not resetting a rebuild again because I'm having fun with this. And honestly, shakeups happen, bro. Where was the NBA at 2 years ago? Like, where was the NBA at 2 years ago if we think about it? So, all of these guys, sure, whatever, were there. Luka was on the Mavericks. What else? We've got like De'Aaron was on the Kings 2 years. Kings 2 years ago. 2 years ago in real life, not 2 years ago from this point. Amen that, what I mean. Kurt. Okay, some of these are things that happened in here, but like, what else? KD was on the Suns. I hope you understand what my point is, right? Like, I know it's not maybe ideal as maybe you guys would like, or maybe as realistic, but I'm going to keep realism on our part. The league, I can't do everything for the league. So if the league wants to make cruddy decisions, then they'll make cruddy decisions. Ingram on the Pelicans, Giddey on the Thunder, Jalen Green on the Rockets. There was a bunch of things. Dyson Daniels was on the Pelicans. So there's a lot of things that I can't control. Some things I did control because I'm like, you know what? It would be fun. We get, our first game of the season is the New York Knicks. I do believe, did I make this? I did not make the lineup yet. I do believe, though, this might be the season where we start the gameplay. I haven't decided 100% yet, but this might be the season that we do that. I don't know why my bench players are playing so many minutes. We also need, backup center minutes. All this stuff is, of course, subject to change. I'll probably be doing a lot of this stuff off camera, but nonetheless, that is going to be our recap. Actually, you know what? Let me make the rotation while you're here at least. So we're gonna run the 10-man, of course. We gotta have, he's got to play more than that. Honestly, we're at the point where a lot of these guys should be playing more than that. Collier is probably going to get like 20 to start. Might get 18. Hendricks is going to get like 18 as well. Sensabaugh, it's hard because we need backup center play more than we need Sensabaugh minutes. It's just that's kind of how this works. I mean, I feel decent about it. I feel very good about our team, man. I do. I really do. Bailey get that shot tendency up. That's fine with me. Collier can, we're not looking as deep of a team as we were, the past couple years. So now we've really got our rotation set. We've got the guys that we hope will be sticking around. Hopefully we don't have another Filipowski situation and everything like that. Hopefully we can keep people happy and hopefully people can develop. I'm not saying we're winning. I think that we could be a sleeper team to a team that is like high play-in. When I say high play-in, like 7-8 seed. Maybe we can sneak into a 6th or 5th team, but we are still out west, of course. There is still teams like, the Lakers aren't going to be better. The Lakers, this is what I mean. The Lakers should not be better than us, I don't think. Obviously, they got the best player, but they shouldn't be better as a team. The Rockets probably still will. The Spurs will. The Thunder, the Timberwolves. Memphis has a shot at it too. You know what? I actually don't think I did. I don't think I made Boozer's tendency. Yeah, Boozer's now. Hey man, they trade one of their best players in franchise history for you. You got a ball. But yeah, I think this is how we're gonna rock with the rotation right now, man. It is definitely going to change a little because I'm going to do this stuff because look at that bullshit. Ace Bailey's gonna play for 2 entire quarters. Get out of here, bro. But yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. They actually have our power rank. I know you actually can't see it. Our power rank is 11th currently. Now, granted, nobody's done anything in the season. There's not injuries or anything yet, but there was a lot of things that happened. Again, if you need a very small recap, big things like Jokic is on the Nets, of course, Bam to the Spurs, Fox to the Heat, Hero to the Hawks, Steph Curry to the Bulls, Mobley came to us, Jason Tatum is retired, he's gone, he got a career-ending injury and he's gone, he's in the Hall of Fame already. Yeah, a lot of big time things happen, man. A lot of big time things. It's really shaken up our league. We feel good about it. Come back for more. We are on the road to 1,000. And this next season should really start to pick it up and be fun.